What's going on, y'all? Big Skilly, your girl's favorite bus operator.
Where and how did you grow up?
Well, I grew up in the Lower East Side and moved to the Bronx. My mom's moved to the Bronx. I was going back and forth from the Bronx to the Lower East Side, so I grew up in both areas. That's why I know a lot of people. I think I lived in every part of New York, to be honest with you. Brooklyn, Queens, except Staten Island. I never lived in Staten Island, but
I see.
in all the four boroughs, I grew up in those boroughs.
Which one is your favorite?
Shit, the Bronx.
I guess because you've been here the longest, right?
Yeah, pretty much the longest. Lower East Side is still my home too, because I got a lot of family over there. The Bronx is a little different, but I love both of them. But if I had to pick one, I have to pick the Bronx.
Okay, okay. Can you tell me a little bit of why would you pick the Bronx compared to the other boroughs?
Well, I went to school. I went to public school, junior high school, and high school in the Bronx, and then I went to high school in the Lower East Side. So I guess spending more time in the Bronx gave me a love more for the Bronx, but it is what it is. I still got a love for Lower East Side too.
Okay, okay. So how was your upbringing in the Bronx?
The Bronx is basically the same thing. My family, we wasn't rich. We wasn't poor to the fact that we was bad, but it was the same thing. We had neighbors that looked out for each other. So it was like a family. So
Right.
that's what I liked about growing up. I know what it is not to have. I know what it is now to have.
Mm,
So
okay. So and I was actually gonna ask you that. What did you like the most about your childhood? And you kind of answered
yeah.
it, but if you can
Well,
elaborate more.
what I like the most about my childhood, to be honest, is I didn't have to pay no bills. Right now, you get grown up, you got to start paying your bills, and it's sort of different. But I still remember those days just hanging out, not worrying about if the food's gonna be there or the rent is due or the electric bill's due. So that's what I like about my childhood. It was pretty much freelance, running around, doing what you want. I used to get in a lot of trouble. I used to write graffiti. I used to do a lot of different things. Go clubbing with my peoples and get into stuff in the clubs. And I met a lot of people though too. A lot of famous people when I was younger too.
What
Growing
what?
up.
Like which famous people?
Well, I met Fat Joe back in the day. Back then he used to grow crazy. I met so many rappers back in then. Black Sheep, freaking D Block. So
How did you meet him?
in the club. Back to be honest with you, before I started doing Instagram and TikTok, becoming an influencer, I used to be a videographer. So, and they used to call me the guerrilla filmmaker,
Oh,
which
wow.
not gorilla filmmaker, guerrilla, where when you're shooting a video, you have to have a permit.
Right.
I never had a permit, so we would just go there, boom, guerrilla style, boom, let's shoot this video, let's do this, let's do that. Don't worry about it. The cops come, we put our stuff away.
Okay, okay. So that sounds very interesting. And what made you become a filmmaker as a videographer as a young buck?
I used to love it. I ain't gonna lie. To this day, I still love it. That's one of my passions. I used to do. If you go to my YouTube channel, Big Skilly, you'll see all the videos I did. I did short films, documentaries, hip hop videos, reggaeton videos, short films, comedies. I did a lot of stuff. I even had a series about to come out, but stuff happens and people get locked up, this and that. So nobody really had the passion that I had.
You sound like the guy that I need to hang out with,
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah. I did a lot of videos. So
That's cool,
you
man.
go to my YouTube channel, you see everything I did.
So ever since a kid, you just follow your passion.
Yeah, exactly. I always knew I wanted to be an actor or shoot film. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Have you ever acted?
Well, my own stuff. Like, I did a lot of short films. I wrote a lot of scripts, and I was the main guy, talking. Or if I had somebody else, I'll tell them, yo, this is what we're gonna do, and then knock it out. And if it was wrong, we'd shoot it again. I don't mind shooting 20 times.
That's amazing. No,
Yeah.
that is awesome. You don't
Yeah,
understand because
yeah.
obviously we just spoke about me being a filmmaker. So
Yeah.
like you're definitely the guy that
Yeah,
I need to hang out with.
I love shooting films. I love I like writing scripts. I can write a script in a day. I had a script that I wrote, and it was like Bronx versus Harlem type script with Romeo and Juliet mixed aside, and it just never came through because, like I said, nobody had the passion I did. So if I tell you let's go shoot at this time, and then you show up an hour late, be like, yo, bro, we wasted a whole hour just waiting for you.
Right.
So after a while, doing it so much, and then you shoot videos, and everybody want a discount because that's your man, and you give them a discount, and then everybody want even more of a discount. After a while, it's like, you know what? It wasn't worth it after a while. Whenever I went to go shoot, I already know what I wanted, how I wanted the scene to look, and everything. So and that's the way we used to do it. A lot of the stuff that I did too was I had a script, but we'll do it like, you know what? This is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to say. Let's do it. Instead of guys reading it and being robotic and talking like, yo, do it like this, boom, 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 and then they'll be like, okay, all right, I got you. We'll shoot it. If it comes out natural, boom, we're gonna use that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
So.
are you still doing films right now?
Nah, right now I haven't done film in a while. I'm just busy, working for transit and doing different things. I just don't have enough time. Plus, back in the days I used to have a team. We had video director, which was me. We had producers. We had artists. We had managers, and everybody signed contracts. Because you never know, if somebody starts blowing up, somebody gonna try to snatch them up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're under contract. I don't mind you going. I would never hold somebody back, but you just got to pay off for all the time I invested in you.
That's awesome. That is smart. That is very smart. That is something that I might have to consider.
Yeah, you have to print out contracts and make them sign it because, you want to go back, but as long as they pay me all the time I invested in you, you're free to go. 'Cause I would never hold somebody back from succeeding and moving up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. So, what was your biggest challenge growing up?
Shit, getting sneakers. Getting sneakers. I remember my mom's buying me some fucking kangaroo sneakers. I was like, I ain't going to school with this. I'm not going to school. My uncle had to convince her, yo, he's not going to school with that. Trust me, he's not going to school with that.
At what age was that?
Shit, I might have been 12 years old. She ended up getting me the shell top Adidas with the black stripes and the fat laces.
And what did you do? Did you end up going or not?
Yeah, because she went back and changed them. I ain't wearing no kangaroos to school, you crazy? Back then, the kids would make fun of you, like, the fuck are you wearing? What are those?
Yeah.
But, back then it was just hard. Like, my moms didn't have a lot of money. Even going to prom was difficult. I already knew not to ask her. I ain't going to go to prom because my moms don't have the money. I still ended up going to prom because, I have some friends that took care of it, but it was just not being able to get the stuff that I wanted to get because, with me and my brothers and sisters, there's 6 of us, so, and it's just my mom's. I know she's not going to give me $107 just to go do this when she has a whole household to take care of.
Right. Okay, I see. So that was your biggest challenge.
Yeah, getting what I wanted back when I was young.
So let's talk a little bit about your career. What do you do?
I'm an MTA bus operator right now.
Tell me the story on how you got there, how you ended up working for the MTA.
So I was working for FedEx Express. My brother came up to me one day and told me, yo, they're hiring an MTA, a dispatcher. Told him about it. My brother passed it on to me. He said, take the exam, blah, blah, And I did it. Took the exam, took a day off from FedEx, went to take the exam, waited 3 years, because back then you was waiting for a while. Now they hiring you quicker, but back then you was waiting for a few years. So I thought I was going to retire with FedEx because I like FedEx. It was a good job. I had a pension, I had a 401k, and I was loving it. And when they called me, I said, I'm out of here. Better opportunity, better pension. The money's better. So
I see.
That's how I got into the transit.
How long have you been in the MTA for?
Right now, 3 years.
How long?
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah, 3 years in the MTA.
All right. So what do you like the most about it?
What I like most about it, the money. Basically,
Okay.
you make a lot of money. Come working for MTA, it depends on how your hustle is. I've always been a hustler. I'm not a type of dude that's gonna be lazy. I go to sleep for 8 hours. Remember, we have an 8-hour turnaround. I could go to sleep 8 hours later and be at the depot ready to work.
Oh, wow. That's good.
So that's what I like about it. And to be honest, I like driving. I'm a driver, so driving is fun for me. It's like I'm sightseeing, driving around through the neighborhood, sightseeing. You gotta enjoy it. You can't be stressed out. I've never been to work mad. Never. All my life, I've never been to work mad. And some guys come to work mad, and that's what ruins your day, especially in the beginning of the day. You're mad in the morning. By the time you leave, you're gonna be madder. I
Right.
don't have that type of anger in my life. So
That's good.
yeah, so I enjoy it. That's what it's a good job.
That's good. That's good. That's a good attitude to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not many people have it.
Nah,
As you can
yeah.
see, some people
I
leave the
I go
job.
to work and you see people like that, mad and angry. I'm like, oh, man, like, I'll make a joke. Niggas look at me like, man, relax, yo.
Yeah.
That's another thing growing up too is I was a jokester, so I used to like snap on people, and they would get mad, want to fight, and we used to have to fight because what else we gonna do?
Right. Right. So the way you would joke around would inside a fight, right?
Yeah, like I'll joke on them. We'll have snap battles, and I'll go to the extreme. Like I'll make it like you snap on me, all right, cool. Now take this, boom, and that would get them upset. Like, fuck you, yo. We're gonna meet at 3 o'clock. I'm like, all right, fine.
So basically, you would double down on the joke.
Nah. I used to be like, yo, whatever it is. Growing up too. I used to fight a lot. Like I said, I used to write graffiti. I don't know if you ever wrote graffiti, but if you go over somebody's tag, or you start getting a lot of ups, a lot of people get jealous of you, so you get a lot of envious eyes on you, and people will want to test you, and then that's where you used to start off at. So
I see. I see. Okay. Okay. How does a day in the MTA look for you? As a bus operator, how does a day of work look for you?
a day of work is coming in, reporting, and do my run. And like I said, I do whatever I have to do with a smile on my face until the customers get on the bus.
Okay. Okay.
That's when there's a problem. Like the job is easy. It's just dealing with the customers. The customers, you know, it is what it is. But I ignore them. I don't even pay them no mind. Like whatever. Do what you want to do.
I see. I see.
Because
Okay.
if you pay attention to them and start arguing with them, turn into a fight, you escalate it. I de-escalate everything. Like, yo, all right, man, whatever. Sit down, have a good day.
So, how do you choose your schedule in the MTA?
Well, I'm on the extra list, so they choose my schedule for me.
Okay.
So,
How-
but sometimes, if I pick a run, I try to get. I used to try to come in early,
Yeah.
but to be honest with you, now I don't mind coming in like around 11, 12 o'clock. I get to rest a little bit longer. I don't get out too late. I'm not a probie no more. I used to get out at 2 in the morning. I used to hate that every day, 2 in the morning.
Damn.
Now I'm at a little level where I don't have to get out that late.
Can you explain what the extra list is?
The extra list is you don't have a run. Either they give you a run, like say somebody's out or vacation or somebody calls in sick, you do their run. If you're on report, you have to sit and wait until you get a run. So, sometimes you get it fast, sometimes it's a few hours you wait it, but I don't mind because you get paid the hours you wait, and then you get paid for the run. So it works out. I don't mind waiting at 2 hours and then getting a 10-hour run.
Okay. Okay.
Like I said, I'm there. We work, get that money, and go home. Go home, take care of your family. This job gives you the opportunity to go on vacation, put your kids through school, buy a house, get a car. So it depends on what you're in it for.
Right. Right. Okay. So, how would you describe yourself?
Me, I would describe myself as a cool, chill, funny comedian.
Okay.
I'm basically like a comedian. I come through, things are awkward. I crack a joke, break the awkwardness, and just be cool. Like I said, I'm a cool dude. I'm easy to get along with. I'm not those guys that look at you mad. And I come into the depot with stuff to everybody. Even if you don't talk to me, what's up, man? All right, keep it moving, man. Like I said, I don't got time for the drama. I don't got time for the stress. I live a good life, man. Life is too good. Life is too good, to be honest with you.
That's good, man. That's good. Like I said, that's a good attitude to
Yeah.
have, man. Yeah. How would others describe you?
Well, they would say, he's funny. He's a funny dude. Everywhere I go to, yo, I like your skits. You funny, yo. You keep them coming, like, and you know, I enjoy that. I like to bring smiles on people's faces. That's what I like to do. Like, yo, come in the morning, yo, they come up to me, yo, that shit was funny, and I'm happy. Like, yo, you enjoyed it? Good, cool, 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 cool. A lot of people, I call myself your girl's favorite bus operator. The reason I say that is because a lot of people come up to me and be like, yo, my girl sent me your video, my wife sent me your video, and it's not nothing about they want to, anything sexual about it. Just letting me know, like, yo, my girl sent me the video, you funny. So after a while, I'm like, yo, I'm your girl's favorite bus operator, yo.
Damn, that's good. That's good. Did that ever bring any trouble to you, or
Well,
just saying that, or people?
nah,
People,
nah.
no, okay.
Everybody knows me. Like I said, I'm a comedian. They don't take it serious. It's not
Yeah.
like, they taking it to, oh, like my, nah. It's just, like I said, I'm a comedian. I just came up with that. I'm your girl's favorite bus operator, yo.
All right. Is there anything people would misunderstand about you?
Some people, like, they'll think I'm mean because I have that Bronx face where, like, sometimes I keep it and they be like, yo, why you look mad? I'm like, I ain't mad. That's just my face. So they think that I'm a angry person or like I'm a person not to be fucked with. But once they get to know me, they're like, yo, this dude is mad cool, yo. He's mad chill. But this is my Bronx face. That's the way we. You're in the Bronx, you gotta have that. You can't be like smiling because people be like, yo, this guy's a clown. So
Right.
I always have a serious face, but I'm always approachable. Always.
That's good. Good. What is your biggest strength?
My biggest strength would be like making people laugh. You know, my biggest strength will be once you get to know me, I'm approachable. You could talk to me about anything. Like I have people telling me certain stuff, and I always keep it to myself. I don't spread rumors. I don't spread shit about people. Like I'm not gonna talk bad about you behind your back. You know what I'm saying? It's like I guess it would be loyalty. That's something big with me. Loyalty. If you're not loyal, then I really can't fuck with you. Like I like fucking with people that's loyal. Like if I tell you something, you're gonna keep it to yourself, and that's the way it is.
Absolutely. What is your biggest weakness?
Biggest weakness will be my biggest weakness will be I might trust people too much. Like say you're a fake person and I show you that love, and then you go behind my back and stab me. Like I should have never shown you love because that's one of my weaknesses. I always show people love, so I expect them to show me love back.
Right.
And the fact that they don't, that's when when it fucks up. Like yo, what? You know what? Fuck this. That's true.
Yeah.
Like I said, I show everybody love, but you can't expect them to show you the same type of love that you show them,
Right.
and that's a weakness. So
Yeah. 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 So let's talk about your passion. What is your passion?
my passion, to be honestly, is making films, shooting videos, short films, documentaries. I love doing it. I used to do that all the time. After work, being at my computer, editing video, I used to do like 3 videos at a time. Boom, boom. And I used to enjoy it. I ain't gonna lie, that's one of the things that I really miss doing. But like I said, I'm so busy now that I don't have the time to sit down and edit and shoot and stuff like that.
I see. How did you discover that it was your passion?
When I shot my first video, I shot up my first video in a little JVC camera, and I was shooting a video for my ex-brother-in-law. And then I was editing, and I was like, "Yo, this shit is dope! Like, you shoot scenes, you can edit it the way you want to." And then I started learning how to shoot scenes the way I wanted it. If the scene don't look good to me, the way I wanted it to come out, I won't do it. I would edit it or reshoot it. I even reshoot scenes too. So that's when I realized, like, I used to spend hours on the computer. My ex-wife used to be like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, I'm editing right now, relax.
That's how you know that's your
Yeah,
passion.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be there like 5, 6 hours just editing a video.
And how did you come to the idea to shoot a film? How did you end up saying, you know what, let me just shoot a film?
It started off with videos.
Mm.
Then I started doing I had like a see, well, I gotta go back. Back in the days, I used to have a public access show
Mm.
in Manhattan, and I had a a radio show in Manhattan, and it started off like that. Then, like I said, I shot my first video for my brother-in-law, and then we started going from there. After I did a video, what can I do next? Let me do this documentary. What can I do next? Let me do this short film. What can I do next? So the
Mm.
more you editing and the more you shooting stuff, you start thinking, yo, I could do this. I could do that.
Yeah.
And that's when you start doing that, more stuff. Because
Yeah.
you just don't want to be shooting just videos, which is good. Like I love shooting videos,
Mm.
but I wanted to go. Let me push myself. Let me do this. Let me see how I do with this. Let me do this. And you just keep on pushing yourself.
That's good. Good. What are you most proud of?
But my children, I'm most proud of them.
Why?
Well, I have 3 kids, no grandkids. My kids don't use drugs, don't hang out, they don't drink. They all finish college, and I'm proud of that because I never did that. And I think maybe in my whole family, those are the only kids, my only mom's grandkids that finished school. And she always tells me, "I'm proud of your kids. Your kids are good kids." And I love hearing that from my whole family.
That's good.
So that's one of the things I'm proud of.
How do you raise children?
Shiz, there's no really one way to raise children. You know, basically, if you're the man of the house, you're the man of the house. You gotta hold it down. You gotta take care of everything. I was lucky enough where I always worked my whole life. I was never a bum. I was never doing this and that. I was lucky enough to have an ex-wife who also worked. So we have 2 incomes coming in. Our children are seeing us get up in the morning, going to work, and that stays in their mind. It stays in their brain, and they see that, so they realize, you know what? My dad's and my mom's are not on drugs. They're not hanging out. They're not doing all this stupidness, and that's sort of like being a role model.
Yeah.
A lot of people now, like, they raise kids and then they do all this stuff, and the kids emulate what they see.
Yeah, leading by example.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Lead by example. So
That's good, man. That's
yeah.
good. What are you least proud of?
Least proud of getting kicked out of school. Like I said, I never got to finish college. Actually, I never went to college. I got kicked out of high school. Had to get my GED. So if I could turn back the clock, I would stop the stupid stuff I was doing back there and then just focus. And life it could be a little more different. But like I said, I'm not mad at my life right now.
Why did you get kicked out of high school?
So doing a lot of knucklehead stuff, hanging out with the wrong crowds, doing the wrong things, fighting, all of that craziness. When you're in high school or you're in junior high school, you tend to hang out with certain people and they doing certain things, so you start doing certain things with them.
Right.
And then that's what leads to all the nonsense, and that's the crazy stuff. So
Yeah, I see that. Okay. Um, what has been your biggest obstacle in life?
my biggest obstacle would be, let's see, biggest obstacle would be not being able to buy a house yet, but to be honest, I don't even want to get a house right now. Like, I always wanted a house. When I had my children, I'm not with them anymore, so that's not one of the priorities. But the obstacle would be, I don't know if I have an obstacle that,
Okay.
I don't think I have something like that, obstacle that couldn't succeed in.
Okay.
I'm sure if I focus, I could get what I want.
All right. All right. What's something people wouldn't know about you unless you tell them?
Mm, something about me. Let's see.
Take your time.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
I'm trying to think. What do they know about me? That's well, they wouldn't know about me. They wouldn't know my age by looking at me.
So you would say they would think that you were younger?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's, if I tell you my age, you'd be like, what?
No way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I see. All right. Um, what advice would you give your younger self?
My younger self, don't hang with certain people. You know, don't trust everybody. Don't give your love to everybody. Like I said, you give your love. You know, you show love to people and they don't reciprocate, and that's a problem. So, you know, get to know people before you start being loyal to them.
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's good. And this is the last question. What advice would you give the youth of today?
Well, I would tell the youth, stay in school, man. For real, stay in school because out in this world right now, especially now, back then it was a lot different than it is now. You need that education. If you really want to succeed in life, you need an education. You can't just be doing what drinking Don Julio all day and hanging out and doing all this extra stuff. And if you have a passion, follow your passion. That's what you gotta do. You gotta follow your passion. Like if you know you could succeed in what you want to do, that's what you gotta do. Follow your heart, follow your passion, because the future is different now.
Right, right. Actually, I know I said that was the last questions, but I just thought about one. What's an opinion that would get you in trouble if you say it out loud?
What's in the pit? Let's see. Will be my personal opinion of
Personal
something.
opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I said it out loud, would be. Mm-mm-mm. I'm trying to see. Personal opinion that.
It's fine. If you
Yeah.
don't, if you can think of one now,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah. I can't really think. I'm usually outspoken anyway, so.
All right.
Yeah, if you get mad at my outspokenness and my opinion, then that's on you.
Right, 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 right. All right. So, can you tell the audience how they can reach you, how they can find you?
You could follow me on Instagram, Big Skilly Films. The same name on TikTok, Big Skilly Films. You could check out my YouTube, Big Skilly, and you get to watch all my stuff and just laugh because I'm a funny ass nigga, yo.
All right, all right.